this video, I'm gonna showcase a duplication glitch. Now, this duplication glitch, basically everybody knows, it's all over already, but I am going to showcase it in a tad bit of a different fashion, and I'm going to show how to manually save the game so that whenever you duplicate, you don't have to use or do anything with the stuff you duplicate. You can just go on and do whatever after you're done. As you can tell, let me scroll down my list. As you can tell, I've been duplicating champagne mainly because that's what I've been using. The diamonds I have not duplicated. That is literally just from selling the or giving the champagne to Svetlana and her giving me diamonds in return. But anyway, to the duplication glitch. Getting distracted. So, as we know, if you don't know, then you're gonna learn. But if you do know, then, well, you know what I'm gonna do. But what you do, drop whatever you want. I'm gonna do 50 because I've not went over 50 and I don't want to risk losing anything. So we're gonna drop down to 150 champagne. Okay, so all the champagne is right there on that stack. So now, what we're gonna do is come over here and we're gonna get ourselves killed. Let this dude blow up. Alright, so it says time to recover. Pause at 2 seconds. So, 2 seconds, pause, load last checkpoint, yes. Now, if you go into your inventory, you will see that I am back at 200 champagne. That's what I had when I loaded in. There's the 50 that we dropped. So, I duped 200... I duped 50, so I now have 250 champagne. Now, that's the glitch. Normally, after you would duplicate, you would, you just sell it to Svetlana. And then you just keep duplicating and, you know, whatnot. Alright, so, now that we've got all that champagne picked up, you can go in your inventory and double check if you want to make sure that it worked like it was supposed to. I've got 250 brand champagne, so the 50 that I duplicated is right there. Now, what you can either take that champagne and give it to her, and then duplicate again, whatever you want to do. But what I'm going to do is, with our 250 champagne that we have, we're just going to pause. We're going to go to options. We're going to go to controls. And we're going to switch our fight style from... I'm on digital, but if you're on analog, you'll switch to digital. If you're on digital, switch to analog. Click it, the bottom left corner, you'll see the red save icon. Then you just go back in and switch it back to its whatever you had it on normally. Let it save again. And now, we load last checkpoint. Without, you know, getting ourselves killed or anything. Now we come down here. And as you'll see, 250 champagne. So it's saved. It is just there. So, you can do this with any item you want. Like, you can do it with suicider meat, bolts, or oleander, duct tape. Do it anything that you want. And I'm going to showcase a few items so that you can see how it kind of works. So, like, for example... we will duplicate medkits. I'm not too worried about that. I've pretty much beat the game. I'm at 82%. So, that's why I'm not really worried about making like a separate save file or anything. So we're gonna drop all of our medkits. Okay, those are right there. Come out here. We're going to... I prefer to die to a zombie rather than drowning myself, but you can die however you want, blow yourself up, whatever. Anything that gets you killed, you know. Okay, so pause on time to recover 2 seconds. Load last checkpoint. Now, as you can see, our med kits are there. And our med kits that we had originally are back in our inventory. So now we have 50 medium med kits. Okay, so now that all of our med kits are picked up, go into our inventory, double check everything. We are now at 50 med kits total. So now we're going to pause, options, fight style, switch it off, let the game save, and then go back in, switch it back to normal, let it save again, and load last checkpoint. Now go into our inventory, and as you can see, our 50 medkits are still there. You can do this with weapons as well. Let me find a good weapon to... we'll just duplicate our Diabolical Heavy Morningstar. Okay, so, weapons right there. Come on. Let the zombie kill us.
I can't fight him off anymore!
Pause on 2 seconds again. Okay, our Diabolical Morningstar is right there, and our Diabolical Morningstar is right here. So, go into our inventory, and as you can see, we now have 2 Diabolical Heavy Morningstars. So, again, go to Options, switch your fight style, and let the game save. Switch your fight style back again. Load last checkpoint. And as you can see, we now have our Diabolical Heavy Morningstars all again. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to load last checkpoint again. This is with doing nothing. I reloaded twice in a row. This is to show that everything is still as it was. So, we got our Morningstars. We've got our med kits. And we still have all of our champagne. So, this duplication glitch works from literally anything. I would assume that yeah, you can't drop these items, but you can duplicate grenades, Molotovs, any weapon you want. You can duplicate alcohol, med kits, as I showed. You can duplicate any, like, item for crafting if you're low. I would duplicate diamonds, like, personally for me, because I could sell it and get some money. Brand champagne duplicate for Svetlana. And what I'm gonna do, one last thing, is we're gonna duplicate our champagne one more time. We're gonna duplicate 50 of it, again. And this is to show that, if you're doing the XP thing like I'm doing, it will work. Come on, what on earth? Okay. Just looking for a zombie. There we are. Okay, so we're gonna let this zombie kill us. We're gonna load back in, grab our champagne, and then we're going to give the champagne to Svetlana and whatnot, and I'll show that XP sticks too, if you're doing the champagne for XP duplication. Alright, so all of our champagne is picked up. do another take on our champagne, make sure it all duped like it's supposed to. 300 champagne. So, if you want, you can go through and save. I'll do it just to show. I'll save it, and I'm not gonna load last checkpoint, because I've shown that a couple times now, so it will load me in with 300. But now we're gonna give all of our champagne to her. Alright, so now that we've given her how much? I think we gave her a little over 100. Yeah, so we're down to 196 from 300. We're also up to 437 diamonds, so. But we've did that. We have our skill point. I'm going to leave the skill point right there for a second. So now we go options, change the fight style, change the fight style back, and now we just load last checkpoint. And as you can see, our skill point is still there. So I'm going to put it into item sell price. And again, change fight style. And load last checkpoint again. And as you can see, our skill point is still into item sell price. So, you can use this duplication glitch to get XP, weapons, items, heals, whatever you need. Just duplicate it. You don't have to be in this specific spot right here with her. I'm only here because I'm doing the champagne quest for the XP. You can be anywhere and do it. Just make sure that once you've duplicated whatever you want and whatnot, that you go into your options and you change your fight style, and then you change it back to whatever you normally have it on. And once you do that, and you see the little red icon for saving, you can load your last checkpoint. You'll have whatever you duplicated, and you'll be able to go on and do whatever you want. But that is pretty much it for this showcase. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, leave a like and drop a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully I will see you in the next video. Peace.